Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here off of Eastern Avenue, just south of Vegas Valley, Capistrano Avenue now crossing, and Palora Avenue, in a decidedly mature and established area of Las Vegas here. Approaching Desert Inn, which is a major east-west artery here in town. Kind of gets a little hiccup down there by Lamb, where it curves and becomes curves north and becomes Lamb, and then you have to kind of zigzag to get back over to Desert Inn eastbound. This 7-Eleven right here is $3.91 a gallon for regular unleaded, so prices are rising here in the Vegas Valley. I don't want to get stuck at this light. So now the sign right here on the right says, "Entering the town of Paradise." I live in Paradise. But it's not an incorporated town, like it's not a city. They don't have like a mayor and all that. But very green up here. They're not going without watering these, the vegetation in here. That's for sure. Guy was right up my rear end. I have to make the right up here. I did not want him to smash into me. To let him know that I'm going to be making a right. Here at Tioga Way. Oh, an old Dodge Duster, Public Plymouth Duster. I don't know if you're going to see that. Maybe Tobin, maybe you saw that. It was like red in color, but it had like some Bondo work on it. We have a country club over here. On our left, I had a request from a viewer asking me to take a look at some of the mid-century homes in here. And so here we go. Very mature pine trees, offering ample shade, it looks like, for a lot of these homes. And then a yard with no grass, and a fence that desperately needs painting. Here on Tioga Way. And this is going to bring us up here to the intersection with Cochise. I think that's how it's pronounced. C-O-C-H-I-S-E Lane, where we will make a right. And right in front of us here, this house was in the 1995 movie Casino, right here. Looks a little bit different than it did back in the movie, but it is very much the same style as it was back then. This was Robert De Niro's house in the movie back then. But definitely very Hollywood. This used to be, well, in the movie it was the home of Sam the Man Rothstein, which was Robert De Niro's character here. And we do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. It's a golf course right there behind it, but you can see the house there. Very cool stuff. You wouldn't know that it's here, especially coming down Eastern, but there it is. Really cool. We're gonna pause it for a moment. So a little bit of Hollywood history right here for you. Sam the Man Rothstein's house. And the current resident looks like he's walking out. Just wanted to, oh, he looks like he wants to talk to me here. Hold on. All right, so yeah, he just wanted to make sure that I didn't need anything. at this house. It's definitely mid-century architecture there, huh? Carport. They used a lot of carports in Florida. I've seen some carports here, but not like they used. They were just voluminous in number down in Florida. Nice lawn there. And see that lawn, I don't know if you realize, but that lawn is at an angle. And so when I talk about the water police and the water patrol, look at that. This is Geronimo Way right here. I'm gonna make a right. It's a dead end. Actually, I'm not, because there's nothing there. Okay. I'm gonna make a left here. The water patrol comes around and citing and fining people for what they deem to be water waste. But you have a lot of yards here that have the old Benz right there. It's like a 560 SL, I think. 380 SL, smaller engine. Okay. 3.8 liter. And so they'll fine you $80 for what they deem to be water waste. Now, like, look at this. That lawn is at an angle, right? And when the water drains, because it's gravity's gonna do its thing, right? It's gonna fall onto the street. Well, then the water company will come around and fine you $80 for what they deem water waste, which is really fascinating to me. And then it's $160 for your second fine, and then it just keeps increasing from there. They are trying desperately to discourage us from having yards, any greenery whatsoever. So they offered like a, I think it was like, it was a stipend of some sort, but it was like something per square foot, X number of cents or whatever per square foot, to be reimbursed to you to have your yard replaced with artificial turf or whatever you want, rocks or something like that, as we come back out here to Eastern Avenue. So the thing was, they also made you sign over an easement to the water company. So they then own the property, or at least that section of property where they say you're not allowed to ever use that grass area to convert it back to grass or use it to become a pool. You cannot create a pool with it. So me personally, if it was me, I wouldn't want the government interfering with, trying to sell my house if I ever tried to do that one day. Because, a potential buyer would see that and be like, or could be like, I don't want to deal with the government. See some nice architecture there. Old mid-century architecture. Come up here to Omaha Circle. We're on Mohegan Way, M-O-H-I-G-A-N. There's a little cul-de-sac down there. It's nice with all the pine trees around it. The thing is, the pine needles become a mess. That's the only problem. Otherwise, it's a nice, quiet little neighborhood in here. Just older homes, that's all. You don't have a tremendous commute to go down to the Strip if that's where you're going. This is Viking Road here. We'll make a right here onto Viking. And Papago we just passed, but I'm gonna make a U-turn because I want you guys to see this. Papago or Papago? I'm gonna make this left here onto Papago. This is nice, I think. This house here, the White House. The White House. That's pretty nice. And it's bright. It's a bright white too. Nice columns there. That's cool. More mid-century architecture, and then of course they're building brand new right there. Why not? More right there. Got the little 60s style for the address there written out with the little stars around it. That's pretty cool. And we're gonna make a right here on Spencer. And go up here to Katie, K-A-T-I-E. To go over one of the washes here. Oh, this guy's on a unicycle, one of the electric unicycles. That just looks dangerous to me. God. Especially the way people drive around here. I would not want to be anywhere near that. God. If you like drone videos, check out Vids from Mike, V-I-D-S-F-R-O-M-M-I-K-E here on YouTube. Does some terrific sunrise and sunset drone videos. Local guy here, I like to, he's a small channel, just starting out, so I'd like to try and help him out. He does aviation videos, like navigational aviation arrows and things of that nature, as well as plane spotting here in Vegas, so that sort of thing, as well as the sunsets and sunrises here in Vegas. So definitely something to check out. And again, he doesn't do any live streams or anything, just a local guy. Really want to help him out. I'm gonna make a left here into this Best Buy. This has been formerly crowned Filipino Town in here. So here we are at Filipino Town. And the reason for that is pretty much because there's a Seafood City restaurant up, supermarket up here that a lot of people, a lot of Filipinos come shop at. And so tends to get a lot of Filipino traffic. So they said, okay, yeah, let's name this area Maryland Parkway Filipino Town. So there you go. There was a big ceremony for it just this week and everything for it too. And there's the Seafood City right there, the burnt orange looking color there. I want to thank you all again so very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers. And it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. And there is a look at Seafood City on the inside. And then there is Jollibee right there, which is said to be a very popular Filipino restaurant. Again, thank you all so very much for joining. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's that happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. A heartfelt thank you from all of us. We could not do this without you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time, folks.